This is a real SOS to all international aid in my country. The establishment down in Christchurch came in. I think it's got a lot of dance industry. They have basically been working in corruption to make me a dark character just because they wanted some other woman to come in and take hold of the wealth in the country. And it was a crime because there was a lot of money exchange and bribes with gift cards, which I saw because every time I went to work, they were getting all these free gifts and stuff to say bad stuff about me on the media because of the fascism regime. And this time I've had a real trauma after trauma after trauma, and then slowly waking up and how and understanding that I am being ethnic cleansed on a flow rider and sex riding and all these gangsters saying I'm for the streets. I've never been for the streets. I was pretty much a square bear woman that was conservative that wanted to do her career, and I've just been sexually used and abused for them to take over the popularity of the country and destroy me. And I believe it's malicious because some of the memes my friends have got up saying that if you're gonna go out with a bang, make it with a gorilla, all this kind of stuff. And they've been playing this game, and it's about turning me into a dog after years of abuse and violence, and then showing me brutalized downstairs as a puppy. And the country is corrupt. They have had every opportunity to step in and stop the abuse, and they decided not to. And then instead, due to all the corruption and greed, when I went overseas to try and get asylum, their corruption of their banks came in and shut me down and made me look really like a bad character from their police system, and I just got ruined. Like, my character got ruined when I needed asylum and there was proof of persecution. All my witnesses, I had 5 witnesses, like Kelly definitely saw that I was being sold on a bus as a half-price tranny. And that's just been, she's gone, disappeared. She said she was going to advocate for me at immigration. Stephen said a group were persecuting me and stalking me, and I can't get hold of him. He's now getting free. He's now getting, like, all of a sudden all these vehicles. He's had a girlfriend, which I doubt he would have had unless these guys helped him to try and get rid of me. I've been kept on the dole with a lot of employment discrimination and nepotism of the girls that are, favoured in the country from this modelling thing, which shows structural oppression. I'm looking for people that are overseas because I'm just kept as a joke from real brutality of these criminal organisations coming from Australia. It's tough. It's really sad for me because I can't express my emotions here for the people because they all hate me. But for you, if you're overseas, imagine having, knowing about 400 people and you're completely hated and ridiculed and mocked and degraded by all of these people. And I'm being destroyed as somebody's half-price sex that's old pussy on pornography. So these big celebrities like Sabrina Carpenter can come in the public like the greatest love of all, and I was the trash bag. It's a very cruel way to die, and to be completely roasted as very ugly and weird and gross looking next to Risa. This is a reoccurrence from these companies. They seem to want to keep using me and abusing me and tossing me in the trash after they've used an assimilation process of taking everything off my hard drive, like making these leaders out of everything that I'm good at and then making the country full so I'm not seen as a leader in any of the directions that I've worked for. The people around the community, I've told them today I've got counselling background and graphic design background, and they just about fall off their chairs, and it makes me weirded out because I don't know exactly who they're trying to tell people who I am. But I'm not, my true colours are not nasty and dark, twisted, negative and toxic. I've had trauma and toxic abuse that I'm reacting to. I've always been nice. All of my references are nice. As soon as the climate changed to being very nasty to me, I've had to be nasty back. I need support systems. I don't think it's fair that this level of corruption's at the highest level. They're not letting me have any friendships. They've put me in a trafficking ring. Can anybody help? Because I'm a conservative woman. I want to move on with my life, and I've got some really vindictive, dark men of right wing that don't want me to be seen in public, and it's ridiculous the amount of control they've got over me when really on a basic level I have a very conservative life that's not that flamboyant, or they've just destroyed everything about me, my looks, my genitals, my family, all of my friends. They've sexually been violent with me in the country. They won't let any of the hostages be released.